Kastle FM and in 20 months in Bunara. Men find Tiakasina be someba or ye young boss or ye a edeku in Papa. The man so and a Cape mental health in Mefuna no Yamamo. Last week 29th now or ye World Stroke Day. Na in Chennai, I said most of the people exercise, ebimu ya brodo, ebimu so one year cry, and the young focus or ye wako gym centers, name, and in there gym center be an also there your BP apparatus, it is why. One gym instructors, so they when your BP apparatus, also the when I didn't want to check any weight, this is all. Yes, I see beer on your age group with beer, no so there, also as man Davido. On your old age group beer, no so there, or they as a bonimuna, or your them, what's a friend, dumbbells has to be them. Still, on your age group with beer. Name, there are some in your new on so there, what to break up.
Okay.
Say, if beer, a hospital, no why diagnosed with there, I was specifically, today, there was cancer, or a game how on in this I see beer, no so there, it is I say, oh, yeah, general, Nanto, and not even America too. On the crampono, and you might say there, your medical prescription, or doctors, show the okay, the real man who say about pain, no. As he jogging, is it too recap of the boa? Say, as the man does it. Hello?
Me too, pa. You too.
Man does it. Or two na wa boa. If you are not pay your share, Nancy, you tell you there. Do now no warrior Jim. Or a show or a good name of what no tissue or shoe off. Okay, fine. Na aso one kasa wa command the rules ribbon oyima one e wo ho na say etanya numbness e bi won say anansi wa ache oye say sibia no say almost na kwa sabia e wo do no bonyo the way see all of a sudden in your blackout oye say sibia no say me dem azumi na ye anamoni bia stroke ofado because the yen chai yen komo yen chai ye tabo on your she no that be or the stroke or so now. The next rate and when within the ages of 15 to 35 and that's the little matter but bisa the work from 46 40 50 60 70 down is it message every man does it there unless or your doctor's approval. And I say
from 40 Dilko.
From 40 Dilko.
Eba ma dadze do and eba kwaji makama man dadze do seek doctor's consent.
It should be. And also the gym instructor no or say there if you know you in common or this out and then akwa na di ani bi. And you there say wo mo je kra wo down o kra mpa. Any size them and that yeah, na me focus here on gym center.
Okay.
Sawa dudu na yetaye ko honum ebi won no so we opede ni phone okom ebi won opede ni do auto yes and you know so do the phone 38 and also the
okay
then my thing na as that also the gym instructor so no to no ama obi biara all about gym center now about show you go register for exercise no also the you was skipping. So you were skipping also so on only age limit, but there will be a hypertensive back on also so on say there skipping. Hypertensive goes down in Nanto.
Okay.
Goes down in Nanto. And then we do now no cars are those in the entire Nanto. A day and your crown take almost there 2,000 steps. A day. 2,000 steps. 2,000 steps, until they are N9 to she or CD stadium way. Na ako green Jubis that Kastle, yes, Kastle. So na asana but twice a time.
Wow.
That is 2,000 steps are possible could be a now. Yes, sometimes you pack your country to the office. Maybe the so oil more of fiber, now oil more of insu. I'm a tumina wall when you are doing this exercise because exercise no sweat, water or banty. You need a lot of fluid now with tumina or the above. And then no oil exercise. Yes, you are share oil gym center.
So, Mamibisa, and these gym centers, you know, it means all day you were or knowledge about health. Well, questions you will be someone you go through the process.
Yes, the gym centers mean that also there where you could be a basic knowledge on first aid.
Okay.
So I'm a bit about gym center where there is a time can only be an also the Oman Davido. You will be also an option. Them a woman was called up and down. You will be also the oil skipping. Based upon your health requirements, now gym center no will recommend our church na show video na nti kwa habra our mandate the on the team na wa bo hen ama but still what na say the gym center dia onya BP apparatus of the gym center am team na abo wona whatever no be exercise on.
Wow. Maybe this last question na fancy. This and that to what extent and to what limit and our there obia obotu amadu no mododu
me make there also be na ho
okay
also be there in the area am not to mark 5 our be make sure body area be to 10 so it depend on gym instructor no also the echo to exceed your limit no mun be on ma omode kwa nsa kwa wo so only them no on your limit for different one. So, your lighter weight or heavy weight for them. And the gym instructor, and also them also okay, how them I see never ball. And then Madonna saying to my, and the young guys will be up on your tissue, on your body hair, yes, my ball. You who say 6 past now or this caribou.
What permits the be?
Opposing the young brothers now, young uncles now.
All right.
Inside is good, but know your limit. Uncle for how you so confirm.
All right. Aaron Esman, and pay Yandasi Bebre for this insightful message. All right. I will say on your Ninke Ora Aaron Esman, Cape Coast Metro Health Promotion Officer. And wama yenya nintino Geminizi eboko but then edua also there nhwehwem kakra questions kakraba yes from 40 dikono ochemde and azinemu madono obeya nka advise yourself and who odata na more advice before and sana anhwenye ya ekaja pomizin na so ebaba no enezi yareba ehaw enezi abotu ebusiado ema midin kameka no onche biara oyaza egbokom na ekezi nkomo na ninyina no fa MPP dem amazing kama kanu November 4th and November 4th is just around the corner. It's just around the corner here. It's just around the corner na abano obocho who is going to lead the MPP into the 2024 general election to break the 8s.
And I share. Emma man for war, manazin, no being a beer share. Let the comment that to assembly.
So, Moon got to a back and pick up where come from. Say the first message. Who money we are. Woman, I'm catching. I'm say everything. Woman.
ready to vote to elect a flag bearer for the new Patriotic Party. The delegates, are you ready? Central Region, are you ready? Ghana, are you ready? We are the new Patriotic Party. Nami Aduma on the 4th of November. Oyaza Ghana Oburapa. Inti Imbra.
Then I moved to Abu Asebu Kwam Asebu.
Okay.
And I drew by 12
a.m.
Yes. Now me here campaign.
Kastle FM 90.3.
You know, I'm Central Region, especially where Mankasimu in Fansima West. Mami Kazam Chow. There is not a single time here to a bar me Mankasi Mama Homo pick up. Even now, you come MP saying, also move born pick up YouTube. I bought a brand new pickup from Fansima
90.3.
and you almost would be anywhere in our own way. I know everything. I cost one Fansima, but Manina air show. What I say, let me up both from constituency to constituency.
Or the 23.
Yes, everything. Now saying Alex, Honorable Alex Market, Abem, and mommy support in terms of financing. But even going around campaigning for people, Honorable Alex Market won't go be. Esiama, where minister, he does well by helping the party. But on Esiama Kojina platform, so Akasa say Yantwaba movie.
That's the transport minister.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you say? Obeti me. Me true madrina baby so delegates. Se omu eda damu ya demu ko anomabo se yase mo nkotuma eni pasumasi. Se ni pasumasi no. Utuma ni wia. Omu no mkacha sa ukotuma ni pasumasi no. Central region why no mkasa mchira no obeti. It means we are going to lose miserably. What do you say? Huh? For the first time I yetimi winning. Gomwa West. Me de asin for.
This is mass.
Eko wo fufuo. Nyina. Sanya me ya adwuma me ya ho no ama be nwa do ti na ni na wo lose.
I see.
Wan fa anche me da.
Damn we lose.
Yes. Me be a campaign manager for President Kufuor. We won 16 seats. Plus in Dombia 17 out of 19. Anna, ye omode credit. Akoma edumade. Different because over the years makasa meye nyina who check me record I've done it. Say yankopon mama hoden ko ade a me no kasa de we me de asima ni so se me meye.
Okay.
Again, in the history of Ghanaian politics, politician be any waba onu ankasa na owo ni nyuma employ workers more than making a Japan make a chiro. And I'm different. Me catch us a member wa jumaya because we know how to create businesses. A lot of them, omi economists, omi lawyers, omi soldiers, omi bibia. Can Japan? This is the first time a man from Central Region, a businessman, an entrepreneur, or be changing the fortunes of this country. Okay? Believe in me. Yeah? Also we have hope. In Kunashibi ebomu efise sa uko ase dompim. Enne kura asabi anibia ban wo de hwekuro no sane yeti. Na titi na na anibia ni ho. Na metimi afam bedru sabri. Enemy ohiani Lazarus ba me no kasa. See radio stations all the regions and other regions now listening to me. And no should give you hope. Say, second Japan, you can also do it. You can also do it. That is the encouragement I want to give, especially the youth of this country. Emantie bebre, emabawa bebre, every university omunya dwumanye. Yet the central region, our coastline is not developed. You see the kind of tourism in the Bebaha.
Until we are building up to the November 4th election, Obakodo, MPP, Amayo Kunumu, all the various constituencies across the country to elect or select flag bearer to lead the MPP for the big battle 2024 general election. According to Ayaza Honorable Ken Ejapon, last Saturday, walk down show no bado ewo Ogwamema. Why be Greater Accra, the Ashanti region, Western region, and then the Central region. I say azu ofio ye nemu moya azibia no ofio so ye. So we can select him to lead the MPP party. The hope for the hopeless. Honorable Kennedy Akompreku Ejapon. Konchebia na nakwe kwahin na Osman Wabetinasi. Then we interrogate the showdown walk. And afi interview obe ewo fidioma ensemi bia ozitugwa amema oyamedopa because e won ready eboda na why me pa. I say we are in Ghana ono or imports and about $7 million Odiba on my Kong Ghana. We have the sea here. And so they be on close season, they be on a day. What is it? I mean, even as if for crown or Diba on board to change the face of governance in Ghana. That is the man Kennedy Ejapon. Yamfahadi. Na Yambra.
In a healthcare professional supposed to take care of people who are ill and then do the best that we can. But we know that as much as we...
Alright, inti Yarishana, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, yes, of course. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Nunsu Oyaza, Lenyum no Chugu, Wadu, producer.
So in those circumstances, prevention is better than cure. And the time that we are talking about in terms of the life that we can
The promise keeper, a man of action, able and competent candidates to lead Ghana. Vote for Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia to lead Ghana come 2020.
For life.
Hot pa Dr. Baumia Ebachama.
Vote for Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia.
And I pay me so the grounds to then delegates one and pay a Kotuaman. And November 4th, one and a Botuaman. Is it the Vice President? Honorable Kennedy Ejapon? Okumkom. Okumkom. Babema Nana Kwikwahin and Osman Akaba. Good morning.
Good morning, Kwamina.
Apom.
Yamanadam. We can know quite hectic.
Hectic, yes. In the examination,
yes, examination room now. One of our own colleagues, one of the talker, it's all to the best day, and it's smooth to make it. No call to Freeman.
Hey,
no, Brian Mokra, Brian Moran.
Yeah, under Crown around, under so much over.
The moon on the PR, no one knows him. I'm going to do, baby.
Wow. I mean, the weekend was good.
Yes, no, good.
And the weekend, how was the exams?
Oh, I'm severe crazy. Sad nation.
Inshallah.
Yes, the Shazana now, but with much on easily. Out of our busy schedules in Ano, still we find time for our books.
That is your future. Osman, good morning.
Good morning, Kwamina.
Apom.
Uncle Bonado. Guy Boko.
I'm more watching from Bewa.
Namutan Waja. Kwamina.
Okay.
Mutan Waja.
Yeah, no nine.
Oh, my fine. And I bet me free advert no me advert.
Into advert maybe so watch it. That's an internal watch it. No problem. No problem. But ground incident with the showdown walk and then everything ground incident.
Oh, sir, ground incident coming and my and listeners. No, I think ground is factor.
Okay.
On there and your bias in command or beyond any sentiment. And I mean, just as we started this conversation one day last Friday, Asha, and the people don't want to, and the people don't seem to believe in the idea there. If you be able to or you're crouching, gentle. I mean, I try one, or kind of course 90 is still the same now. The people for the BS, you're saying you'll be so radical, so no soon come to Nanka, we shake up the system like a crap. But coming honestly, generally. Says in command, the ordinary Ghanaian seem not to believe in a politician view.
Yeah.
Or isn't the trust part of Ghanaian or politician when what drop ukufum. What drop because it looks like that's all burn electionary period now. They will say all the juiciest of the nice things in now. But man, I couldn't don't number Juma. And when in Pacono, they are found wanting. And see, NSA can now be for 2016. But many question will be said the then government, Maybe some question. Those questions will be saying now. No, they will be waiting to answer those questions now. Those problems are still looming. It's quite underground. Since you answer prime minister all according to know. I mean, it is very interesting.
But within the party in Sunumaya,
intrapolitics,
the fashions in the party,
intrapolitics.
Yes.
Coming now, you. So I want a fact in now. I want a fact in now. Nancy, a bomb cruise as an ababil.
The mewa.
And say, $800 million.
Oh,
easy.
I started paying them in your career. Wow. If truly this came up as a, no, no, you're better. Yes.
On easy. I mean, are interested? Send the 30th. We have barely 5 days to go.
5 days to go.
Honestly, he's in the contest. No, my issue. It's no come. We live to see.
All right.
I don't have come.
All right. Kogu. I believe then when you the showdown in nature. Yeah.
I pay my telephone in Archie. When I join your Facebook, see my in Archie. Them are not smart. And why is now, especially the youth, they able trust in any politician because it seems that when now what about what can some do be but what about in our practice the opposite more can
is it like Yelena Bayahondo?
Yes, we are now being enlightened by so many things
because me I don't see it as you trust but you want Bayahondo there no
yes I was but Jimmy
okay
why natural even let us stick to this Fourth Republic from 1993 Abbas the Mabry amaya fobe na president ko fala no se shwa system to aba go mo furo gallon do what the chair na ze ma obanyezin ko for gallon look at what happened then the NDC also said that they are coming to a system since I want to be up to this time we see even Nanado most of us had trust in him there. Obutum why things. Even nkofo ben na nan some for the likes of Professor Komno Fempom Wat and Professor Steve Nadai, Dr. Onya Watema Kromunazi. Look at what they say. Because one part where my friend what ben the president noni these ministers that we lose trust in them. Now how come I hear na yamben one? Others anti nowadays in Lebanon why we are being enlightened. One is some waka in a baby now 1 year no mana sabi she biya school. Obia social media aba e cast of cross check obia shiazi nti once aba karaba na ya yenjunzi and it seems there under this for the republic we say na kohwa achel it man yenuale tewa adasa only you lose trust woman but mawan kese why for the past 30 years you know wama the youth especially yenuale the ho because oba number 2 one yengi t-shirt yenko float yenka pite naza youth yan one year but then the day out the youth unemployment and all rise all console in top of the trust you woman no yenya others because or is sabi them fruit na the way pinte police station na the way you know sabi one phone number make no one bio one more couple kita body gas no one name but I mean I want to the management nti ya am kana bana power na ti na book your power tag okay no certificate what's the middle this and that then it tells you there obana man yen na ya bueno you lose trust e wo mu we ka some yen nji woni nzi bebre but ni na no it's all good or your part or then yen mbebu no na yama yemu do na yitum no ye kire amayefo nde the membrazy we are enlightened yen yu egbe sebe baji membre we twomko sisi yen yu egbe nti ma waka no or yes pressure to wando ebe wo waka bia wotum wo was a special unemployment I don't how many year pa every year look at the number of students who graduate from the very tertiary institutions what about out when you may and they kasa yes na armed robbery the men nyina aka ho unemployment or national security threat
but is it because the youth we don't have time to interrogate some of their policies I mean they preach I mean, obeying the policy about you need to interrogate the policy, no more questions you ask. But some more answer. Okay. Political answer. All right.
About interrogate. At the end of the day, about Kosola to Obama. Obama one ended.
And to me, I
think on that's one. Maybe say can you blame the youth in the Breswa? Maybe yes. We are partly to blame, but I think we also have to blame the media. Do we ask the right questions, Kwamina?
Okay.
I want to be so that you will come had a kweku. Enter to the margin.
If you say that, the right questions,
it's a master man. Typical example the sky train issues here to obey. Sky train obey was started this policy and now obey the sky trains were cry. Kwamina, they spent close to $2 million on consultations alone. Meanwhile, so the rails another the train another the rails now off from the campono. How much have you been able to improve it? Into the basic one, no, you cannot even work on it. Then you are thinking about going modernized. So you want to go for the sky trains, you know. And it's a media house. That's any opportunity. They are supposed to speak to some of these politicians, you know. Now, and to interrogate and put the facts back to those people now. I mean, it looks like they are acquire a plastic stamp.
Okay.
My body is no media, no. We are only projecting. We are only selling those issues, you know. But as to how we can interrogate and get those right facts and then information in those issues, you know, we are not doing it. In some Caribbean, I'm happy that and there's a media house here. Kokudebe can say me there. He is not neutral, but very objective. In terms of able to know where put the questions in straight and objectively to those in Penifuna, then you can get those right answers, you know. Because how many of the youth know when your opportunity and not when your access to some of these oil penifunu, even policy makers, decision table now what was in common. How many of us can get a chance to go there? Or the same in paying free and the youth yes one nature. And some of our catch no also hajatu. Because you also believe they be in there because of the global village sort of now they can want to know. Me to America, but I know that things happen in America right now because for the just one click pay, you know what is happening. In the circle, baby, what is happening elsewhere, and we see all these developments in the United States. You become happy, and you feel the Ghanaians, we also deserve some of these developments, But the question is, they are from somewhere before they get somewhere. It's in the basic train now, you cannot do it. Next, you are going to go in for sky trains. and issues that we are talking about now. Your Chroma the young roads infrastructures, you know. How good how more trouble is our roads? But we are not talking about it. To make this campaign, come around, make this campaign there, and come from Accra to Takrady, you know, it should be dualized. I was very happy when making that comment, you know. You see, but then government they're even prioritizing the aviation industry. Yeah, more able to move full planes with Chroma from Takrady to Accra. You plan to move full plane was okay. You plan to move full plane from Accra to Kumasi, another Tamale, another even to Sunyana, another even to Ho. But this is why we are even investing so much of our monies into. The reason why I'm making there, yes, Cape Coast might need an airport in the long future term plan. No, it is good. But we don't need those things, you know. But say a bit natural and pass the program and pay. But then once you know, you can also start to demand for some of these things, you know. And to come the important question they be saying, no, I think these are the issues we are supposed to be looking at. The feasible policies, you know. Policies are about to affect directly the lives of our Nippon what your money mono. I know to na on here. I think the media also has to partly take some of the blame, no, because we push against was a brain now. Yeah, by simple we cannot even interrogate and then make people to understand there. This one would work, this one would not work. And that is the problem. Free SHS, make the organ had when the president talked about it, you know, what started the world campaign, what to you know, none of us need to maybe say that what is going to be the costs and then and benefit analysis of this particular project, you know. But make a part of the president of BBC, you know. Journalists in Yakuya be saying that how much have you thought through this particular policy, you know. Sikai in the Ghana, yeah, but president to my direct answers are coming now. He couldn't. Because young policies now, we only draw the plan and the ideas, you know, how much that is going to go into the policies, you know. We don't know. Until it is very evident there. If the free SHS or struggler, it is because of financial challenges, not because of any other issues, you know.
All right.
So I feel the media, you know, we have a lot to do. You interrogate the issues, you know. Now you tune the youth is now enlightened, and I think so as the media too, because in the independent minded people are one supposed to be some questions, so you can see yes, they are asking relevant questions. So I think the media is also partly to be blamed for these things.
All right.
The dubious distinction of being the weakest performing currency in Africa at this point in time. Interestingly, the NDC Green Book claims exchange rate stability as one of their unprecedented achievements. In an open economy with market determination of prices, exchange rate movements are the most important indicator of underlying macroeconomic fundamentals. As the saying goes, when in doubt, observe the exchange rate.
90.3. This is
the lesson from history for governments is that you cannot manage the economy with propaganda. In fact, you can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. The type of free fall that we are seeing with the cedi exchange rate is a vote of no confidence by market players in the management of the economy.
All right, so the man touted as the economic messiah, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Yes, and them amazing Kanama, we are going to profile this man, the quality on Sukita to lead the MPP in the upcoming general election going into 2024. Breaking the 8, is it possible? Or another, if it is possible, who is going to hold the flag of the party to break that 8? Kogu? The vice president.
Vice President,
yes,
Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia.
Yeah.
Na ebusiana pay ye profile the vice president Dr. Baumia na yerhwe no asem na you say the manani oye the vice president Dr. Mahmoud Baumia uncover Brenana winning there 2008 all banna President Akufo-Addo appointed Mobaye running mate 2008 general elections, then 2012 general election, then 2016 Enotumi Winia 7th of January 2017 Obaye vice president of the Republic of Ghana, and 2020 so Mampany Nukobium as running mate Emma Utumuzum Kanyim, then 7th of January 2021 was sworn in Monosubaye vice president. Now Papa can was on the 7th of October 1963. 7th of October 1963 with 60 years. Let's say about 3 weeks ago or so, and I was 60 years. Now, a Ghanaian economist, Obande, Sikasama, Wadumi Pa, or some a former Central Bank of Ghana, or one vice governor, the deputy governor, or the Central Bank of Ghana. Now, since America says, I'm the 5th vice president of the 4th Republic, or Oman Mahdi. Now, I can assume office on 7th of January 2017, and I assume office as vice president of the Republic of Ghana. Now, with 60 years, Ofitamali, somewhere Tamale in the northern part of this country. Now, no part of them in the MPP, no kafu of funding Hajia Samira Ramadan Baumia. Yes, Nizinian. Na never perform Mumuni Baumia. Nema Mayor Mariama Baumia. Na Moon Baumia will be a Council of State chairman under the leadership of the former president Jerry John Rawlings. Na Papa Noye Council of State chairman. Na Dr. Baumia number ya nan ukutambanan. Na Oko School Buckingham University London Abrochimenum. Also co school Oxford and I face Simon Fraser University. The McKen or economist and I face also banker, another politician. So Ekam or serve as deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana and son of 2008 Mampene Akufo-Addo upper now Obaye running mate ma 20 of so 2016 and son of Tumna Orizin Kunyum Elhon. Now aside the political and why you may pa now between 1988 to 1990, Dr. Baumia Oyejuma as monetary economics lecturer as lecturer in monetary economics in also Juma international finance Emil Wolf College of Accountancy London England Abrochimenum. Also serve as an economist research department of the International Monetary Fund IMF Washington DC. Them in 2 years, within 2 years between 1996 to 2000 or serve as an assistant professor of economics Hankamer School of Business Texas US Abrochimenum. Also the Mabina one nano and a warden as young researcher 1998. Now he was also listed in Who is Who among America's teachers in 1999. He also published 2 books monetary policy and economic development. Now 2000 US over back to Ghana and Obaye Juma as economist Bank of Ghana. And I want to rise through the ranks Obaye senior economist to head of department Wapa on Obaye special assistant to the governor of the Bank of Ghana, the Central Bank of Ghana. Then in 2006, June 2006, President Kufuor appointed Dr. Baumia Obaye deputy governor of the Central Bank of Ghana. That was in June 2006. Now Bank of Ghana no Ejuma Dr. Baumia Bank of Ghana bini serve as head of the monetary policy and a financial stability department. Also no a part of the team were designing now was also implemented the inflation targeting framework. Otumo boy may guide the monetary policy and the workings of the monetary policy committee Bank of Ghana. After the inflation targeting framework were established Otumo boy may reduce the inflation from over 40% in 2000 to 10.2% by 2007 and the only papa we was Central Bank of Ghana. Then second one also a part of the team what na we design and we implement policy initiatives a bit today abolition of the secondary reserve requirement and our face also what boy my yetum na banking sector competition one on to me boy emanu so no career day yenya availability of credit to the private sector from 12.5% of GDP in 2001 to 28.5% of the GDP by 2008. Honestly, no see Bank of Ghana technical negotiation team and our face on the government team and we negotiated with the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund since 2001 and through HIPIC and after the PRGF no by 2007 Ghana yet to the independence on the IMF assistance then I serve as a member of the government technical negotiating team on HIPIC our Paris club and I face what boy am I complete or a point negotiations and I feel Ghana completed the HIPIC processor significant debt relief close to $4 billion US. Now pay can be also not a member of the government team we negotiated the Millennium Challenge Account Compact with the US government. Now the Millennium Challenge Account Compact no do a significant project a bit today George Bush Highway one negrity no papa we ekatima we jumano no can be also not a member of the government technical team our deregulation of Ghana's petroleum sector. No pay can be a chairman of the Capital Market Committee and one way responsible for strategic assessing the international capital market. Our boy Emma 750 million US in 4 times. Honestly, I cannot come out the miscanon. No, also a part of the team we're designing now we implemented the redenomination of our city. Send the city old one yes or not count team no wotum now we designing now we implement a redenomination of the Ghana city through this process no and Ghana city no considerably no yetum na yeshem can strengthen the pa one now boy so significant savings Bank of Ghana wotum winya throughout the printing process of the yes kind of funny channel yetum savings one also no part of the team we designing now we implemented the eSwitch common platform for all banks into eSwitch way and about Katima we design we implement for all banks, savings and loans companies and rural banks Otumna boy Emma mobile money interoperability across different financial institutions Otumna Krodo now obey deputy governor no in charge of financial stability on boy Emma Ghana and banking sector Otumo Generado. Aside that, and also by a deputy governor or survey on the boss of Oil Bank of Ghana and have Ghana International Bank or UK. The then Ghana Telecom, is often Vodafone knock on or a board knock on be and have revenue agencies, governing board, Social Security and National Insurance Trust, Senate, none of board knock on be. Now after 2000 election now or resigning after year 2008 general elections the Mutam Campano or Bank of Ghana upon or animate into yet to we pay now resigning as deputy governor of the Central Bank of Ghana. Now Mahmoud Bawumia that makano running mate President Kufuor 2008 na MPP will increase one share one vote in the 3 northern regions both first and second round 2008 Mawonya no na ngwe akọ so 2004 no then in 2008 2011 or serve as a consultant to Economic Commission of Africa between February and March 2009 then between April and October 2009 obey a visiting scholar University of British Columbia Liu Center for Global Studies and UBC Fisheries Center. Then in October 2009 we appointed by a fellow of the International Growth Center IGC, a research institute was set up jointly with the London School of Economics and also Political Science and Oxford University which now advice on economic growth to government of developing countries na Ghana ya can be one ma especially on need more survey and I would want to Sierra Leone okay he also served as an advisor to the Central Bank of Sierra Leone on redesigning of the organizational structure of the bank ewo oye Sierra Leone otum wo hwe so ema wo monetary policy framework no so otum na okone. Then between 2009 October and October 2010 no obaye senior research associate our Center for Study of African Economics our Department of Economics University of Oxford. Then January 2011 we appointed done by a resident representative of the African Development Bank our Zimbabwe by the African Development Bank we appointed Mokejuma or Zimbabwe or survey our them position until we appointing done by our running mate informer the then candidate Nana Akufo-Addo on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party our 2012 presidential election. Then 2012 we appointed Walker election no utum na we lose but boy my party no 2012 general election no we lose na so we win 10 seats in the northern region including Yendi, Wale, Yagaba, Kubori, Bumpurgu, Bimbila, Chirepone, Pandai, Tatale, Sanguli, Cholon, and Afe Zamzugu, Nina Boem, Emma Seat Win and Obezi, MPP, Amenu Kwansa, Unifiso Namdam, and Afe Talensi Consuency or Upper East Region, also Otuma Boy, Emma Wotumna Wurini, our national name will see election. Then 2016 election on President Kufa Sanso appointing done by an animator on Wabenezi Utumna Wazi in Konyam Awadam. Then 2020 elections Wabaya Nusutumna Wazi in Konyam Awad. Now Yambra going into the 2024 general election party paying for boy toward day. President Kufa Neta Mason inti a month for Padu to Frank Odma party no Wamba Fankata no June 16 2023 this year and a doctor about me filing nomination double contest in the MPP presidential primaries now as part of the presidential primaries and preferential no where ballots are not of the 10 no or 10th position our ballot now so part no so what brenuma or the two walk now okay super delegate conference now what's on the okay final selection of the presidential election primaries away or super delegate conference no on those in kunyum one ma beze nyima OBT 9 other candidates no one na wajina bi no inti sisa manuka say this coming Saturday 4th November the vice president is in the race or should there party ni time for the sign for whom what do to mention answer na when franka ozi ama oye NPP oye amanyukuno now mudibese no yen hwe ne ndwuma bia waye aside oye politician oye economist no social philanthropist ehwema Kumasi Central Mosque no over 6 decades or nearly 6 decades in papa we na Kumasi Central Mosque na they ought no ontwe ananse na otumi oboy this year or certain land issue no nyina no otumi so way renovation wo boy sisia no Kumasi Central Mosque no waba ye krabohwe one aside that in October 2020 no boy otumi sisi mosque and I feel so we see mosque for more than one and I feel national funding fully funded by him Ozma man for what plan Boni is Mantonum one. Then in September 2021 Opleji there some ajete few na him there or yes in Kenya okay movie no money sika there every month bia no obotua oye skele kazama na mutum da hwa no 1500 Ghana cedis na afi so ne rent na afi ne upkeep na no bohwe na wetum na wabo no dot ba me no nsam do so nye pa won makakra na yetum ya boni na ya boni ya tofa na yetum na yesiamo when your scholarship bebre na question da manaze na was 2007 no a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Bankers 2000 who is who among Africa's teachers Owini 1999 Young Researcher Award Owini 1995 to 1999 no a President Research Fellowship PhD Simon Fraser University 1991 to 1995 4 graduate fellowships PhD Simon Fraser University Canada 1986 Sir Alan Peacock Prize Best Economic Student Department of Economics University of Buckingham no so tumina osin kunim ewa nto kamina kakra offer oye Ghana Vice President this Saturday NPP one prime minister or presidential prime minister no ojine bi no some kakra and yeza meeting for ndane pay all right
It's all on the beat. Mama,
they suddenly disappeared. 2005 and 2008, that whole period, this is what we are. Now 2009 here to 17th April, the speculators are suddenly coming back.
And 11 years ago, the vice president and Ozzy the Miss Peachy, Ozzy to Uga. Yes, of course. But Yababa, now Yabacha the qualities of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and then Yasha the strength and then weakness. Then we free and then Komono, Yenina Kaho, yes, ain't it will be a homanatum also a baby na easy in Komo Elho. But make care there. Asankem Rebado. Mamucha Mombra, Beba. Then we go into the conversations. I'll be back.
Santam Festival 2023 Sakawa calendar 1st December. Biggest food festival will be happening live at the focal of Robert Mensah Sports Stadium. Kekos Azi Muyanwasa. Beside the Ebit Banam Ponebe Jam, Operation Rev. Oh, you for Padimas or Mutu. In your honor, Friday, the 1st of December 2023. Competitive free. This year is going to be massive on Sunday. The executioner, Wrath of War, Brafa will be live. And good music from then till now.
What's good, my people? This is a Brafa. I'm doing a rap shuffle. I'll be live in Living Camp. It's going to be massive. Come, I'll be looking forward to seeing you. It's
make it the feeling. Let's make back to back hits. Remember, this is proudly brought to you by Kastle 90.3 FM. Come eat free. Let's celebrate our farmers on this special day. From 9 a.m. sharp, let's eat, make friends, and have fun. For sponsorship or to book a stand, give us a call on 0244 406 500 or 0244-743-143.
Ebusama yesemo akwa bebe o entin koma ezi meka there on the 1st of December 1 on a Friday. Friday. Oyaza asankem orebado. Enti ebusa benyimide from Ochinade kwa asanka be short ewo Cape Coast in Animpotem. Western region asanka be short. Inti entowza ko na kotozi. I am advising you. Me advise the ko na kotozi because empeda asanka no be short na banana be bodu ground so na minya asanka debi empeda mun komoni bi this time round. Empeda mun komoni bi okra. Enti wankasa koto asanka no na obeya bohen fidu ma na kada o me plastic akor Kastle FM sticker ko fakata ho na wi asanka no pack onyama wo bag na wo nyama wo no wontare na wo do very important no fakwa shase pa na pack onyama no fogudo 1st December na yepwe
Kastle FM 90.3
na yabe no forecourt Robert Mensah Sports Stadium e wo sudo e ho no odwumezin orbado bia last year na 9 a.m. prompt enti fufuom benku emutuo kokonte na enkwano nso de bebre kwa bra na yenhwe nkwan osofo ma na foma pai ame abenkwan mesime pama wetwitwa oye cabbage kakra wodi gum na wodi kontombi kakra nso awon na imre mushroom kakra nso odidedem satase na 2 fingers or 1 chan na ahante meat kako wamia ne kama anu kako na wodi bonkwa na sikako no amedin mepema etewa na ehuhu wonsem no satase enti 9 a.m. na bibia ya krado bibia ya ready afi obrafo no orofo stage no enwumpa enchensi monyum yes live band odidem kra enti sepeda bo sponsor ana waso ebesipun na ebo egwezi wudewuru because we are feeding over 5,000 Ghanaians. I mean, the biggest food festival in Central Region, the biggest food festival in Cape Coast, the biggest food festival in Ghana. Oyaza painful nyina ajatu nti menyu mfimfim kra empefo obedwumezi na ase ne de mempeda medi woni di ne botugo mempeda wankase ba na ebebohwe because Kastle ye ka ye enti rap sofo another the executioner the rap executioner brafo no moment back to back enyum Fred Ahome 0244 406 500 and 0244 743 143. Miss Ribio, because it is very, very important. A messy punam boy go to the over home because I don't worry about what the book Fred 0244 406 500 and 0244 743 143. Na any painful in Kastle 90.3 blending tradition with star. Good Osman. As the profile of the vice president as the Atuga. I mean Okita a very beautiful accolade but then leading the party into the 2024 election.
90.3.
His chances, his capacity, another his strength and then weakness. This is what we're going to interrogate this morning. Gugu. Okay, Mamun calls my office. Osman.
Kwamina. Yes, the Vice President, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia. I think I'm a fine gentleman, honestly.
Yeah. New portfolio no easy.
Yes, on easy. I won't put a camera but say you be a pair academia, a pair academic works and no corners and I think in that category is easy. Or very easy to never bonabado, and I think that he's not just the only person around ever in our political dispensation ever could be in terms of one knowledge how we to now broad one horizon. I can't wait to about that frameworks with Brazil you move the way to now wabono. I think he wouldn't be the last person because if I yen part of the world, you know. We believe a lot in Kofa Abakare when it comes to higher education. And we have a lot of them. But Nankasa in particular, on his phone, another in his folder. Juma highlighted so many of it now. And I think that he deserves every commendation, another accolade now. Yes, Bonizin being an economist, because deservedly, Juma no Otumna Okon. And that is one thing that as a human being, I say, Eyifuma or because these are the personal attributes and then the Yamanankas go to why I was and our achievements, and we definitely would have to talk about that aspect, you know. And we could mention some of the philanthropic activities as well. No so too na why you know. And also point one thing as well. I think the no point very good because simple is say too na kupon ya wadum. Let's say rise to a certain pinnacle of life. Let's say skaka ba wunsema. Also mbozimbe able to me born as about humanity no locality wo communities no. Oyaza otum na oboye. Intinde say hwe yen other side na ebi mo say kwa churches akasidemia. I mean they are revered. But me so ndey me so kuka no say Tamale for instance Adam Mosque abono ho na zo tumo ken nyina na on so put contribution towards the Muslim societies no so put ya za yebeka the onshada onya bad, and we cannot underestimate his achievements in those areas for no. And then Kwamina once again too no, and I stand to be corrected. I think Baumia another doctor by one of those people now in our politics are there Kwamina always able to measure bribery and corruption, even tagumpo as a buff of furniture home. Baumia is one of those people. And interestingly, that not if you look at the race or code within the NPP, no, and where in 5, and now this America work where work in 4, and 4 now work and say actually the race it is between you pay and pay. And California is coming and not disrespecting them, but then they are not part. It is between Honorable Kennedy Japan, not Dr. Alhaji Baumia. And say Mesma Obia or round and all born into an autumn or jab ni yanku, Obiatum or Casa or try to oversell one policies and Uncle Kawanazino. Aka, if there was any skirmishes be around Dr. Baumia, can be assured that can be the first person and come up voice out to the Papano, Ebianco corrupt, and they will use no office to attain certain undue advantage or benefits be. But then throughout the whole campaign in Kwamina, I haven't heard a single person or Bonizindel Kadebia Pano when it comes to this particular corruption, did another scandal where he's been directly been involved with it. And that is one time before there. Truthfully say a gun and another be as a politician pona say windows will be to in the act of public life for the past by 12 years if you cannot link him to any scandal being poor academia or can be poor then it means never to na or yes be able to make one of these scandals there the former minister I think the former finance minister in charge of state. I'm not working here. Charles Dubois
in the case in Ove.
Minister of State in charge of finance. Yes. Those comments will make it there. Appearance fee be you need to pay money as and these are the issues I think when to one substantiate. Maybe we couldn't also interrogate it the more. But I feel the same had there a proper informant or what information. Honorable Kennedy Japan is one person of coming, so you cannot doubt this because of your information. So if there's anything of that sort now, and can be a sure pardon, this man would have definitely talked about it. So for me, that my incorruptible tag. Yes, or some of this undue advantage, maybe about bonko fubi. I mean, these things happens. We can talk about all these things, But once come at that recently, you cannot fault him when it comes some of these things, Therefore, me I feel that or plus or two now, as a human being. Now, come now, yeah, sure, good side here, In terms of we cannot also just leave it at bed the other side uncle a lot of the achievement, the credentials and for me in particular, if Nana was able to win the election in 2016, it was because of the kind of conferences, the lectures. I mean, the two or exposing economies there. Economy Ghana ye woman and then there's a certain fundamental problems we need to tackle those problems and I think around that time in 2016 2015 2014 most of us told you as a allergy because we thought that bottleneck problems na Ghana at least we to know identify those problems now coming into government or what to now some of these problems but unfortunately this same problems it is still looming as at now. And they say it wouldn't take only one person to pay because we need a system change. And that is one time if they be to a certain extent of digitization, it is something that is very good because at least Otumo Obama you kept corruption kakra. It smooths the economy. A bit fast kakra. And those days in the passport way, for instance, you need to go and get a form and send it to my conference. But now just with a button of a click at you can be the
cashless society.
Cashless society, Yes, we've not got in there, but in can gradually once we get the base, able to and this is one thing I think everyone about it because men can't know the but then he's spearheading it because the foundation was definitely laid because Accra Data Center the former administration will let what do to know and the way to more or come and to make mobile money interoperability for instance on your now brought in this particular project so you know to mobile it started elsewhere but some of the man can come out this have been be bar it been a project to start to more just to channel but this time around some of the things we food away good at least we to know we push it through in the health insurance you only need your phone and then time shows code and you are doing it. A lot of things in your I think there or as obwa. But you see, once we are talking about the economy, he's the head of the economic management team. And the people even want to won't differ between the two, which for me it is neither here nor there for me because Kwame said if say glory nibana say if you can take it say bad ones as a leader you need to front up for those problems then you solve them. That is one thing coming me food and Caribbean Kalaji go to my baby and typical example Kwame now till that time when you cast away Alaji has never been able to talk about e-levy. True or false? He's never talked about it
since the inception of the idea.
Yes, never. Because of continue your sister station because there taxing momono it is like taxing the poor. And that is one time I should Nankasa fundamentally as a human being he doesn't believe in the e-levy. But because the governance system and then the government wasn't going to know, even if he opposes the idea, once cabinet has approved, where is his locus? So he couldn't talk about it. I mean, exchange rate issues, for instance. And in some in 2016, when your fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate would expose you. Now even here for 2016, say if the rate was about $1 to 4 cities, another 3 cities, 80 pesos, and then what is the rate now? I mean, they would want leaders as when problems comes, one go hide behind ibida bimbra no makasa, but they will front up for those problems, you know. Or by you know what about the problems, you know. I mean, that will tell me that a leader I can trust in you. When good things are done, you have both is more, a bagina is atum. But when the bad things are happening now, it doesn't work that way. So it means that say yet to have one person be a president and say you wouldn't stand for those problems, you know. About you now won't around you, know. They will try to now manage the situation, you know. And that is not how we try to build a country. And so coming on that score and that aspect on the economy, you know, I think for me are problematic. And you see, I was listening to one or two people's be, then I go to the realization there. Okay, I don't know how sometimes what allocate they be a co-program had they go and talk about this issue. But the fracas obviously will Cape Coast had they when it comes to yen airports, yen harbor issues, you know. I mean, coming out and they say oh Cape Coast had they. That's a large amount of assurance that we are going to get an airport. It looks like they were even building it. That's another new question. Can I trust in you? These are the issues we are talking about. So, Alaji as a human being, I think he's a perfect because at least you give him his flowers when it comes to a personal level, no. But as a politician, no, I think they be a good old tomb now or yes, the vice president, you know, and he's been in the forefront in the last 7 years, he's been there. But then the sort of in Yama 1, 2, 3, able to up pinpoint, you know, maybe able to it somehow outweighs some of the things now. What to why and I food and go to why, you know, it means expectations and a way as a man, no. I mean, personally, I think he hasn't been able to achieve those expectations.
He's an economic messiah.
Of course, the
coming to liberate the country from the economic mess of the previous government. But
you understand? In some of those things, in no certain and China say neutral, not say very objective. It makes it difficult to able to na ebekasa. And now, no, I mean, being a vice president, you know, you are the second gentleman of the country. I mean, remember, it holds water. And some of the challenges in the economy way to now his excellency no him fa. These are the questions people are asking. Some of the from Mr. Okoko will make you is it because Uncle Kana yanto nyuma from into no kwekwe na. I mean, people try to use the word there he's a liar. I wouldn't want to say he's a liar. No, that is totally wrong. But then because in young politicians and the can what they there as Ghanaians, you know, most of the times they want to pray into the sweet things now. Politicians over catch you know, and what kind of money then we also follow up and then we vote for them. But now, no, it brings back us to the questions there. Is the ordinary Ghanaian now ready there or being interrogate the policies are now? These are the things people are going to be looking at. It's interesting. I mean, I say for these two personalities in now, I think we've seen Kennedy more in the media. There are a lot of campaigns. But unfortunately for Alaji, you know, I don't know. I'm yet to see him or now or available to the media there. You're scrutinizing. I don't know. Say if where will be a baby. Me personally, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Alaji Nko any TV program be there. He's going to talk about the economy. Alaji Nko radio program be there. He's going to talk about the economy and other be. He's even no policies in popular or but it's definitely the people around him now that they be out to now. What were those damage controls or two more questions come about we know. And Kamesma, Honorable Kennedy Japan Kade, he is going to deal with the PhD, no. That is patriotism, honesty, and then discipline.
So far, you the vice president, the pillar.
You understand? So for me, I a bit challenging.
It is possible.
It is. I said it is possible.
None of the council.
But Kennedy, what the PhD?
Of course.
I think the Japan's no so woman so this be me if no so be
yeah.
Yes, no secret the policy
so far you who the vice president
Alan is the GTP
yes.
Transformation Plan or the bay. Now I want to see that
I could use a Greek no come
at this time, we have 5 days to the elections. No,
but say you need policy.
Yes, let's see the policies. No, and to send people to then when you I'm going to vote for the vice president. No, based on these policies because in the second now the government People would even try to say for them, oh, one man a chance more one man chance more he is going to come with his own vision. What is the vision that you are talking about? Why is he not talking? Why is he not giving us those plans? You know, I mean, these are the issues for me, Mr.
And you did or do to go see there. I mean, he's sabotaging his own government.
No, come, it's not about sabotaging.
Okay.
I mean, you started from somewhere. The governance is a continuous process.
Okay.
And so once the processes, you know, there are certain things be at this current administration. You know, whether we like to watch certain successes. No baby, no baby, we've criticized them. But then also for everybody say vision you can also outline some of them.
Okay.
Is it because of the popularity contest and is it because it be more than notion that the government machine or back in Nebia or Kwana? Me, I just don't want it to be Debia but I come out with a certain plan.
Okay.
Let's interrogate those plans, you know. At least for Kennedy, we can say one or two things. But for a large, you know, I've not seen any media engagements.
Okay.
One, I've not seen him organizing lectures again. Because I wanted him to talk about the failing economy to a certain extent. These are the problems. The Russia-Ukraine war nature.
The true state of the economy.
The true state of the economy. What are the physical, the basic things are able to push economy? No? It is because the same questions that we said 2016. No? We've not answered them now, so it makes it difficult. And it's understandable.
Yes, and message there. Right. The policy of the vice president is breaking the 8. The policy of Dr. Baumia is breaking the 8.
But the new concern that we are sending across. So I don't know whether the delegates will send any ideas to you, because so far we haven't heard anything about the vice president talking about the sort of policies that also Odiba on board. At least we've heard of Kennedy, and then
engineer Tennessee.
Yes. Alan but throughout the whole those period in the vice president Kweku.
Come now.
Yes. But Kweku, I mean, the vice president also helped the party to win 10 seats in the northern region.
Yes. 90.3
in the 2022
with style.
In the last election, and then Wabwa the party to win. Don't get the power to also pull more seats for the party.
I think there's some banana Osman Akano. In fact, before I said Kawasi to A is human. And you be an answer on Ubia on the floors, but in Danape, Yamatande Yambaka vice president, ne in Zamabinaza. Yes, of course, there are some certain decisions before. Okrodo as a head of economic management team. Some of us we don't agree with him. Don't call them matter.
It is not constitutional. Yes.
Only constitution body. Economic management team. One over what form. But you know in there. They were teasing the NDC or the previous government of one economic management team and the vice president Nansen Oka. Professor Jamban for Dr. Fia Koto, Alan Kojo Chairman 10, yourself for Marfo, no bones in the man.
We have the men.
Even though on your constitution, but one what it is, or yeah, and this among you could now cromade. So it is high time, there, you two then, Yakan. But aside that, Vice President Wabwa, in fact, he is one of the Nkofa Obaya Wabwa. Emma, the office of the vice president will be popular. No doubt about that. Even though the likes of Professor Mills, Paco Sibeque Misata, John Dramani Mama, Akamu no one after me say Ali Mama wants to be one, but Obeno, in a way, no, he's one of the Nkofa vice president. The boss, Oman Komo in and of late, because the vice president was coming to contest MP before when Flabber she braced him in tea. Anyone there, woman, most of the things. As we were doing there, encourage them minister to mark MC and DC to mark no, I'm a vice president. Ada Santi or popular on the name to me film. But in the way, so never even though Yaka was there, I am minister for communications, I am minister for digital but and innovations. But in the way, no, you don't know spearheaded that, To me, I mean, Ghana economy no, or in a mess, and Yakasa for why is no am here because in no economists even though an economy they get innovations in account but ne and some of Tony as one mate from 2008 is about 2012 about 2016 no we need none of economy so we were expecting him there over economic issues and go back as phone but ne when they were spearhead or yeah the digital aspects of our economy and the way wabua since they send this from Vodafone to MTN from Airtel to Go or AT to any other network from a bank to another bank or what have you, mobile money interoperability in your wire.
From your phone to bank.
Yes, everything you can do it. And aside that also, obe waboma etumna ya link yen senate numbers to our tin to Ghana card. You take the Ghana card to medical hospital.
Okay.
Only say I link Ghana card to your health insurance.
When it is I'm a Ghana card for instance, missing it will do, may health insurance will do. Okay. Na ya kare as time goes on say botum na kare ya integrate yan ID sin nyina into one
passport
ya baka one
everything will be on it ebia voter ID card ka botum eni ya ka mo abaye one anyway no aboa ye tumi kare papa no ozi digital yin nyim no boy in a way no achieve bi but like Oliver Twist Ghana for you expect more from him and aside that you know in them be wa dem e ba phone ejuma premise yin azi na odibia ba digital yin azi but yin there or she binase even though or a vice president but or take orders from his boss who is the president but no way the baby one man in agenda bia ba okan na as nation no we no so by anything arasa I want na man in agenda because I can be especially you are part of them a head of the economic management team you are the vice president of the Republic of Ghana when the president is not there you are a president acting president can be but when some can say wosol baba was it na until now you can say I don't know me delegate ni shema which mo Ghana ade ina no kwamina munko ni na asibi me sama otama delegate no in the likes of oye Alan Kwechman time account no also GTP Kennedy on Japan PhD complete Japan no should naza bay obiaz naza bay na but naza no by the time breaking the 8 it is possible there money sober in that in a way no or abu MPP because of the northern side of the country now actually sita in a party one kita but obe no we pull more vote from the northern in aba but them can this Saturday delegate a wabonche one day now I mean that would mean they're going to make the right decision and contesting for now no that is the fact.
Okay,
I would say Fabia supported the other two candidates a young come on asam no to be frank once who winner was that name but as I
when you are able profile
research about global info and latest phone here why in a chema in pay one and me simple and share and one here why chema and you go run off between Kennedy and Dr. Baumia Obiata and some Dr. Couture or ride on a Greek couldn't come at the power cannon some Francis Adeni Moon so cannon some and one for the worker in Nano the only person only on part of this government we are Denimo say Caribbean our portion blame the way now head of economic management team now also na board chairman now also na Greek minister here then the right candidate say money Adenimo because no come on no appointment for na na member da but since you can say bibia che there adnigina ken on Japan do and I feel Dr. Mahmoud Bamia wando and the delegates will make the decision no
Kastle FM
I know make the decision now kwame na what number Ghana from pen because you will be a part in the pen but the general electorate no one pen
also
and it will be the general electorate one pen but part in some pen but these two you know said to one the best person was not Benny Obia part in one pen but general electorate one pen to lead our party the Kinabo not the floating voters some of them go up NDC party we have the young Juma in what time we on the pet then when you be on the part in the pen no what number the general electorate will make decision in the final one one pen over chair party no breaking the 8 no wakano on your age man it's a delegate welcome vice president in fact one of the office of the vice president will raise the bar Banana Akamo, Professor Mosimo, Alaja Ali Mama Mobaye, and Misata Joma Mobile, who say raising to to the brim yepe aboma digitization akodo yes kasam even though some of us na expect today wa bank Ghana ye kwa IMF this e-levy this covid has be kasa for one kasa but nina ka homo so I don't know on makamas no oshobi na ase e be no boss man of the man one kasa into one kasa but in all these things you know wa gbedwuma into this Saturday na ye bohwe then ye obeyi no part na pen na Ghana for so pen and then ye obeyi part na pen ba Ghana for pen and then you obey you so part and pen they won't Ghana for pen only but you take decision no.
But and you did in the lead
person.
up to the election we need the MPP to government, you know. I mean the contributions of the vice president going around, I mean having series of lecture series now they enlightening on the economy, I mean exposing so-called exposing the previous government. No, somewhere the MPP government came to power. We can't take it that
of course
into me
yes.
But with this all Ghanaians yenya high hope, yenya high expectations, and not even the president but even the vice president ni commenter or making so it means this man can help the president move the economy to where we all wish that but are you disappointed?
As a Ghanaian highly disappointed.
Okay.
Yes, because now me feel the external shocks will definitely come.
In the personality of the vice president or the government as a whole.
The government as a whole,
okay.
And then in his capacity as the vice president, you know, and I know, and for challenges in Nipona Brabo Mpoyi Fuma or in ye. You see, Obia Okwana also for all your problems are or handle those problems, you know. If you buy an adrian, man cash and from the problems I want to solve it will solve by itself. But you see, once it was busy, I don't want any man. Then anytime there's a BBC, you are supposed to front up, you are supposed to man up, you are supposed to stand on your authority. Some of the problems, you know, I believe in the white principle. No, you are part of a system. If they be a human, let me resign. Let me move him. It shows that I am matured. You are not there because of the money. You are not there because of the popularity. Not because of the favors people that when you meet to know. Then you try they be a mami move him. And just a vice president. Let's say before they be the economy from far day, young day, way, one mom come in ya. Come and then you didn't have any business there, about to know. Into once we are accounting for the failures of this particular government, especially on Yamawan Koyeno, then we cannot exonerate you.
Okay.
Okay. And coming interestingly, you see, I end up be Dr. Baumia, so committee delegate another one Gaussman on Kasa. He talks, but then just still no. He's still not talking about the kind of things you feel there. Okay, but also able to maybe he's not even talking about the Nyama Ebia Abakade over to was they consolidate their gains. It is still the same problem now. And then there is some bad perception. They are not trying to even correct those other perception. You know, one day. It is more or less like voting for Baumiano. It is more or less like voting for the third tenor for Nana Akufo-Addo. Because ne click no what to check what to not controlling it because he's only going to be used as the ceremonial president.
Okay.
But then the big wigs now watch na what control Nyamano. They are there, and that is one time before that this sort of allegations are not going. Ebi anka nitims anka otum na kwame na otum waso na anka okase forma. Anka Bobo na omeye hundai His Excellency the Vice President, you know, he is his own man. He knows what he wants to do. He knows the kind of things he wants, and he knows the kind of people he wants to have around him. But then if allegations be about, you are not talking about it. You are not talking about the economy. You are not talking about your future plans and vision. Then it becomes a problem.
All right.
So for me,
in just a minute, are you disappointed in the vice president as a person or the government?
No, not entirely. But he's part of the government. But in a way, no. But them was man can. Some of us we expected him there, and in him there. Some of the things are then economy ni muno or the likes of e-levy, IMF because once we can some Nazari IMF, and even though Yes, we are a proud nation. Yanko iskawa iskawa so answer comedian iskawa Ghana beyond aid. Niya yeka in aid yes iskawa la so obiem. And I don't know say ebia in a way no economic management meeting no man come on China June was another ne decisions about one for you that we don't know. But nka ya high time double church and say my check kind of my atasi because we all know they don't know ozi economy name lectures all here no questions or ask the then vice president as you know some you know double church but in a way no he has done well. So we wish him all the best. That was Saturday elections of Okoro coming up.
All right, Auntie, we wish him all the best. I say you may have money for me more now. Also, maybe also OD on your day 0244408354 0244408046. Garden. You, Mr. Wana Mizakini.
Mr. Bonnie.
Mpachawana.
Uncle John.
Oh, Uncle John. Yes, Uncle John. Uncle, a minute.
Canada. Sorry, I get a sick. So necessary maybe India. And can the vice president will still campaign to lead this country. After leading this country into an abyss, we still have the courage to come to put the woman to our mind. He said the worker was hard. I couldn't mean what saying. The democracy was saying. He said the worker was having a big work for working. Hey, do so. Do so the one day. Do so the one day. You be a worker. And they do so by a ferry. Do so by a ferry. People are like the fish to talk about it. No more saying, when you met the man, I buy the work of worker, $20 million a week, and that they are aware.
It said it has been rectified.
It doesn't, but when you told, when you told before, when you told, any lotion. Any lotion.
Okay.
No, 20 million can pay you. Get common $20 million you can pay. No, you can pay away. $140 million for him that can do UK. So you need to come. Look at the Caribbean away. Chris was saying.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, sure, good morning, Garden.
Manawanto, Angamna, Wapo today.
I'm Yadum, come now, Uncle.
Cobra Piana, Ebra, Sankuma, and Sir Necrum. Young found Baumia, Mawaya, in a wide days. You know, I can watch them. And you know, woman, when you do man yet. I know I can watch them. Then, Joko, Juma, Obutumana Wapa. In time, make medical America there. I know, but there, I'm going to get a baby. No more me and fair, with your mommy and Fanambra. Now, no more winner. And I am a mama, Waba. No, I want to need my panel. But that's why you mean you are serving.
That's it, Garden. My Joe, Yanko.
Mama, I can't promise to them.
Yamiado, Yahui.
That's it. When you have a consumer, can you see now?
Good for Yanko.
I am up on the pier. Women don't do the new patriotic party. That's what I now, but the new patriotic party now. Nanukoli, I will now Mustafa. Now, on Montana, the child, Dr. Mahmoud Baumio, or the Mufua. Which we have the Fair too. Coalition officers, lecturer coordinators, police station executives. Don't America meaning that will cut to a bar. Monkayo Mampina with the child, Dr. Mahmoud Baumio, the name too. The name is Dada. Osle what do you there? All in Yanko permanent secretary now across the country. Coinsurance be about 10 appointments. Our lecturer coordinators account, coinsurance officers account. And I think for now 10 appointments will be the deputy minister or be the CEO. So the monk of now and the coinsurance. Next year, the monk of now will be in Duma by 40. When you did that, the monk of have better coinsurance in that. My part and what for them, Adamu Populu Singing, the Papa was in China. But this is the moment in dead. Only Uncle Pony that the Papa to our heart, young Kayo, Mountain Navigate. I like you, Dr. Mahmoud.
Good morning, Kawajan.
Good morning, my brother.
Yo, Mr. Yamiadu Wanda Misakini.
Yo, what's in Canada? My father, one of the Kennedy, the phone.
Ajodo.
Nah, I said, oh, yeah, many piano. 4th November, about 21. They said they get on to my fair, Master Mekan, that's it.
That's it. Good morning, Kawajan.
Hello, good morning.
Yaka Kawajan as the man went to Wanda Misakini.
Yeah, but you're from a Canada because of you.
Canada, me too.
Yeah, but I can't put everything there. The whole contest here, MPP, okay. Or if you ask her, you must delegate there. One can delegate in aspirant in your beer, but on your Abacasa. You too, be a master more about the 2 wire. Yeah, too. It's a delegate, you can't master on there. One can say, oh, beer. What should you break 8 years army? The Americans will recruit there. Yasha government vice president or come on and number 1 for why they don't try Kennedy in the phone? Let me say on try then break it in the man. My name is that's
that's good morning, Kawajan.
Manu so brother.
You Mr. Wanda Misakini.
Ejako yi Itabetin area.
Ejako into.
Brother, Alaji, a fine gentleman. A president, offer. But one was one delegate now and work quickly. But I'm not coming to see Papa Nabe president of Ghana over him.
Okay.
Mama, drunk of pressure. Nazarem Dopa. First, how much I mean, you'll be a more credit. Muslim much by weekend, okay, close up much in a mobile. Therefore, take no call for him and health insurance. Okay, I have it out. Okay, health insurance cards. Ready. It's had to go to me for so many years. Papa ya been simple it's a good game. What's sir? I'm going to go code now register health insurance. Now me yenje udeni.
Alright.
Masa, Papa no member president. No on go me. Next civil servant. What depend would be vision ni na do cha. That's
thank you very much. Yamenko. Good morning, Kawajan. Mr. Wanda Misakini, 30 seconds, Yanko. Abanu Gary too.
One is a man when you come in the first catch for you. Let me say something in this here. One is a yes, into the kindness there. Want to be only a dinner on time to you. Other part, some kind baby I'm for you. Never Kennedy, in Quebec and Cassandra and Collier own for so. I do a man down in Lunia. Oh, let's make it now. I can't tell you. Just a kind of one to man on all this. Push about Ghana, want to move on your demand. I look out a bit, maybe the other. You see what Ghana.
Say, good morning, Kawajan. Oh, I'll call 0244 408 354 0244 408 046. Good morning, Kawajan.
Kastle FM.
Kawajan Mano.
Yo, Mr. Wanda Misakini, Uncle.
Could you make us something?
You, Uncle, you into.
Me check my phone, baby. There, baby, no matter what about me. Correct. Could you?
Yeah, David, Dameka Sunday and Penwa and Pocho. Ma yankase no ho enye kakra Mr. Obia and Kanwa had service the vice president Kushinu had Obianka. Good morning, Kawajen. Abembia. Okay, Uncle Kumiti.
I'm going to tell my other
sure, I see.
I'm a couple of questions. Okay. Now you got the penis away. You know that I told me there. I'm going to MPP, yeah. Pata, no good papa. Now, you are king. You send the can. I'm just there. Party now, my age now to it. Party now, maybe. I am say yes, about Papa Konda, yes, we are there. And you will find in parties, you will get a corner for that. You show baby. It's a better account. I will mention the rocket to a party in the other. I'm from the right to be out over that. Oh, my matter. If you come here to be there, delegate that you're not doing the papa, you're not doing maintenance to add them. You will come to the kitchen. mama yam to bet yan to ada papa yan ma you ya ba umia you say that I'm not getting inside you papa you be can it be big you will find and the party into when if I out to the I didn't to well I can't pay me to come out here I can say but yes
good morning Kawajen Mr. Wanda Misakani
educated carpenter because if we do carpentry shop
papa into
chairman of the now
I do
but in there nka asama odo papa in there nka ye shapa
for phone kowano
say ye kapa sama o panelists o batin o wakan no o deserve akasa na mum oye MPP akasa no so o pebi anka obotum we break 18 zama wana even nwala MPP munampo they know there nka his excellency bawomia Ghana for we be
Kastle FM
mum obi obotum we break 18 other one on Kennedy ohini Japan in what the task there MPP no lanka say so pedo break 8 75 organizing on your phone and the press conference at 2016 on my paying Nabedechi or let's say Ghana for bebre what's it when to find ejuma Kennedy Japan no we be ejuma what any policies oba odbe ejuma na yen vice president abi a policy digita no what digita
all right
you see when you dia about to we take 8 ama obi oye NDC ya opedo otu abada na NDC we tu mo atu abada ma Kennedy MPP ma Kennedy Japan we aba president
thank you very much I mean sure good morning Kawajen
morning to
you Mr. Wanda Misakani
Uncle Bedu Mukaso Shama
you Uncle Bedu ye che Shama afu nyina okay
Kastle FM 90.3
Honorable Kennedy since 1992 my minimum was secondary but what the so na de ni the papa no o ibi o kana kwa
okay
but Ghana so no order na you need the water ni papa no o ya do kata nyi no bido en wo nyi no bido o ya do bido nyi no do o de chenkofo nti na yene obi anka me no most na no kwa no ka ni finu the now even empty party na ga so na ko the now on generation the better talk one
blending tradition with style.
Hello
me offer me to know on to me where papa nti na no ba go
okay that's it good morning Kawajen last caller Kawajen hello Kawajen oh Ojadu Sankasa okay mama fa last caller good morning Kawajen yo Mr. Chufu radio no one Misakani
agent of Elmina
agent katia into you
I'm a mission is no problem market thank you I'm not going to do one thing from the Kazakhana and one half from the why they were really that good but really that good I think no too much in some of the Blana every day no good money no I don't fashion machine you know what about one and the master why was for all to have one and I don't really see far what you want to what you know it is only 2 million and 2 million around the when we are not suffering when we have the number uniform
okay
that's when people that's what I'm reading
Aminka waso oho Ewusa hani odi jumezi nyina yezi besi entinyame adoma Saturday the 4th of November and election bakodo obe elect their flag bearer the MPP Now, I come for High Sense and Famo. On the 2023 High Sense Television Generic Campaign, yes, Ogudaro Orokodo. When you fetch him or High Sense, one hour, Biana Kaji, your range of televisions from 32 inches all the way to 98 inches. High Sense won't queen Edmuko Koto Naza. I mean, one more period of time for Kedi Juma. No touch my was the Fabra. Or there was some best now was the Amo. Or smart TV, Android TV, and all type of television. Ninano, Ebenibi, or High Sense one Asha. Ghana has one showroom. All the 16 region, you can locate High Sense there. And Ebunwono, Central Region, or Mankisim, or Ben Blue Hills Restaurant, or Antequa, Wanye Pacific Filling Station, in Wanyinizi in Shenyim. For High Sense, I was 0302 5500. 0302550000 High Sense everyday prices for everyday people. Kivo hot pepper or the me here and the benyo Kivo hot pepper depend be a diano ebochum na eze aye by kwekuyerko asankem afi the expectations
dem ya kan 1st December on chebian we do dem na your holiday or a free so na holiday we see weekend is wala fa share tomato money enti ebusia wo passport here dey be free banku emutuo kokonte fufu mepe bia berebezi bi wo honom ona wanye asanka enti won sanka wa asanka yere ntem na asanka besejo na 1st December yenshim anapano nkron e Sud Robert Mensah Sports Stadium afi no be kikim last year wala moye this year be more of that it's very yenji enwa na anapano nkron da shadow e Sud one ma na aside that dey bezizi no ibeti enyumpa na afi no headline artist obeze enyim na ya je enwa asankam you made na say e obrafo the rap execution rap shuffle obopene bohu enyum plus other favorite artists best artists of Central Region and the Cape Coast ade je pass through this year's asankam enti asankam zenya ranyo asanka is bani free and MPB be save bi nkwana pe tere beji enwa nyimpa so ye den ware azie me yeshim na yenji nzire enji enwa na ye fambo ko afon so na bada free na da afi munyina waboyen na yetu yenye na mpa ne ba mpa na yetu yezi ne yawe awamti kwamina ete free na wote mi na
umenu ni nyenze
amia ameze mentam nzi kokonte wa afi ni mu nti afi mo try kokonte face the wall fufuza na matamezi pa emotu to so matamezi banku so mezi so man try kokonte ebi mo try TZ because music ya charpa
okay
TZ mo try bi eno TZ wo de asankam na wa wo na wiyo na enyawo
wo the green wo dugu na wo de kokko na kaka wo no soda
na wo tawo bi dem enwa enyawo fish na the boss na anyagolo shey pa to da fit no nyi fish no nyi tawo no ye no ko yemaze no Mwate chero no mayeshi mu asanka na mama bi na apeta abada
open no ite be just open tropo
intropo kama pa mo muja pa
ase ogu abenkwanu mu na wase obi ogu funu da e de puton kwana no mu ayo dru ebi so wo pedro na kakra o de dru na boss na e de shey ba se de kakko ana mo mo e bi beef na bia na koto 2 fingers no onyago enti afi asankem no ayago kro bi ambebi Osman eboko TZ anade eboko awede
kamera manya jifufu ba manya kamayen combination ka kankrenwa
ebe food concoction okay
ka kanka fufu kakra banko kakra kokonte kakra TZ kakra onkwano so yetum ya mix ni nyina adam ma ba manya semye
fufu ni nyina egu asanka krum
inyo
okay
manya bere no so wonchen no no nya je mo pa ho ono no oban ya combinations yo boy ya onye mezibane ye into no yen ka kete funyi na 1st December we are virtually getting there into no me to no start today your boy I mean it should be a family day out was once why Friday no and then weekend obia roba and you year queen uma fama one but even extended family mpuno ebo tuma ka woni na boano last year one na mo ya me fa una no poye kwa na yesesie honom no ehwempanyimfo wo pack one cast was by na I mean this ankofo abaka they can even sponsor the event but one can say what is more that chenkofo but just to make it nice and then na wonder we are doing that community service no
yenya foreigners na adi nyina wo
abrofu nyina bai I mean it was so nice in so there be a comedy went dabi a comedy
or a festival
just come around I mean come and then promote yen indigenous is bano wo yen krom hade no yam bo na aso no ntum na onye fe nti no yam papa no yam panyimfo na onye de for cabra ebe benye baby apako ka say security is assured it is very tight nti mo yen ntum yam bo na yam bo support na yam ma show no ntum na onye fine na guest artist na orban na kwame na when was the last time you about for perform mpo even in Ghana hade ango
to no nyum kro na me
about for no rap am rap so me say am heavy odonio onio anyum no me check basa kwamina it no
e producer mbomo
na fotum na o mama kana che we hu
seminyawa
also Sada miweda so chemamia it's all many na yamba ka show no oya packed show. I mean a lot of activity no work into no bana baka ho yamba
after fair to affection the next biggest festival.
Of course, yes. Yes, and so many into me and yamba support no anya fe yenya numbers no let's just create the ambience the atmosphere no yenji enenwa na bibi ontum na content no
I'm not even the fire brighter day
brighter day yes ana onye sakode bia
ana manifest boy no
okay
okay manifest boy
so bababo ne wana montu yes
na onyim the 1st December Pops na do central region obo close down because when you know ba sanke
into come here catch am kofo so one our businesses no bana ba how's the brefiare is here bana baba juwe bibia ye oba kan fefe wo so ba sha onyam okonom kofo baba ba peska and that is the beauty of it. I mean when they be zin kwete wo so boto na azi
when no juice
kana for coffee bana yenzi komana ba kan ya wana yentum na yamazi na onyefe
into no party to the producer call your product be
the main one the businesses are what say no I mean one fa free one bra one ka ye nkofo body but one so one ka wana azontum na onyefe because it's more or less like an exhibition we product abana but one our prototypes no one our school na zin na you should come around at least azontum na onyefe na you promote Cape Coast Central region and Ghana kasa kwamina.
All right. Ebusia yem fancy ewa ha yem fast dan ma Bernard Ogo ono na production no Olidi emayeze dwumeze ya bro Osman Damaso na kwekwahin yete wonenka on the discussion table and club option YouTube Facebook and then YouTube and